Okie dokie.
Tell me the stream has been running for the past hour.
No. That would have been funny, though.
Okie dokie. Just a short recap this time. You had delved into the place called Luinos Nathalion after Atari, Kivet, and the Maloran mistresses took off for Starsguard. Atari had gifted Myra not only replacement leather armor, but also a book and a cool dagger. You successfully got out of the Star Bowl and proceeded to the Celestial Vault, where Rune found a secret druidic message and received a divine revelation from Melora. You are all being destroyed by a demon of fire and shadow until Rune polymorphed it into a frog, and you all ran out of the chamber you were in, leaving it and the one stupefied goblin behind you. So, huddled in this narrow passage, some of you bruised and battered, and others of you just having refound your courage. What would you like to do?
Rune will say, "It won't stay like that forever. We have to go."
I mean, should we go? It's going to destroy this place. As far as I understand it, this is a pretty important place for Melora and her disciples.
Either we die in here and it destroys this place, or we leave and it destroys this place.
More importantly, how are we supposed to get out? Didn't we come in from a rotating magical door? Didn't get to us in?
I don't remember. Epic! Did it seal us in?
The door did shut behind you, yes.
Can we go, like, check it?
If you want to.
I'm heading that way. I'm heading away from this place. I don't want to be near that thing when it, gets out of that.
Okay. And then the rest of you?
I was gonna go deal with a potential problem and maybe a solution to our conundrum. I'm gonna go find my friend. My best friend. The friend that's been sleeping for the past 10 minutes. Not that long, but let's just say it was. How did we navigate this place again?
You do see it running away at this point.
Ah, balls. Woke up. Well, there goes that idea. Scratches my beard. When I get to this vantage point, do I still see a random ass frog hopping around?
Yeah, right up in here.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, that's so small now.
The problem with running away is even if it destroys this place, it gets to the surface. And then what?
I have no means of helping or dealing with that besides what I just did. I have nothing left. We have to go. Ray's almost dead.
Blake does bring a good point. What's stopping it from stopping here? Wanted to see if we're able to at least seal the entrances as soon as we do leave. Slow it down at best.
I could do more for that tomorrow, but today I can't.
That's so.
It might be too late tomorrow.
It's a great assumption. Think that there is a tomorrow.
This is a long shot, but you guys
Wait.
wouldn't have like explosives on you or anything, right?
Can we at least try and leave before we talk about this? Because if we keep talking about it and it somehow gets loose again,
I
We're
thought
right
you
here.
already went way up ahead to check on the door.
Yep.
oh, well,
Yep.
I was still in this thing, so never mind.
It doesn't take you too long to get to that door. You do see a stone door at the end of the passageway.
And there's nothing there like a lever or like a doorknob or like anything to open it.
I don't know. Would you like to look around for that?
Yes.
Okay, make an investigation check.
Oh god.
I love it, Epic. That was a mate. Can you?
I
I
have a quick question.
Uh-huh.
Because I was had like a killer ass migraine. The demon creature, was it flying at all?
Yep, it did.
Okay.
It came in crawling, technically, because he was digging, so to speak, his way through. But as soon as he got to this, excuse me, main antechamber, he had enough room for him to take flight. So he was zooming and dooming.
He was the size of Zelgrek, right? If not bigger.
Well,
But Diop, he was fucking gargantuan, right?
It was huge.
Oh, huge. Okay. And so same size as Zelgrek?
I think at the beginning, I think he was large, and then I think he became huge.
He
later
as
in the
in
fight.
he as in. Oh, okay.
Rune, you looking on around the door on the left side of the wall, you do see a lever.
I'll mess with it.
Okay. When you mess with it,
Pull the lever? I don't know. Push the lever. Pull the lever. I don't
move
know.
the lever. The door begins to rotate on its central axis. For the course
How's
of
everybody
that
looking
minute.
resource-wise? I mean, I'm somewhat healthy, but I don't think I can focus my rage anymore.
I would say I'm like 40% in terms of both vitality and resources up to my disposal. I can still probably grow a couple more times, which should be enough in case we run into something on the way out.
Huh, tectonic.
Oh, I get it too. Damn it.
Did you just now get it?
Yes!
Ray, you look. How are you feeling? I'm not gonna lie, you look like shit.
You said that to Ray?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I'm pretty tired. He's probably looking a little bloodied, I guess. Honestly, he's probably just sitting on the floor. Probably just like, chilling. He's okay. But yeah, Ray will say, yeah, I'm pretty tired. I got a couple of spells just in case, but I'm holding tight.
Man. I'm not saying staying is the best choice, but I also don't know if leaving is the best choice. How long's Potty? Well, I guess I wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know.
I said it. We only have an hour to get out of here when I polymorphed it. I said don't. I said don't hit it. I said out loud. I said don't hit it. We only have an hour, and to run. This is the 3 things I said.
But we wouldn't know that. You told us that, so now we know that. But we wouldn't know that.
Guys, I know everything.
If you have chosen to ignore Rune, that's on you.
That's not what I'm saying.
You also said Wild Lake was 600 fucking feet down the hall.
I said it when we grouped up.
Anyways, the best thing we can do is inform as many of the big, important people that can get a bigger or better plan than we can right now. I wasn't able to hold them down for long enough. It kept going through my hands with its, I guess, mist form, as we can call it, right?
Sure.
Yeah. The voice in my head said, yeah.
So those of you looking into the chamber, you're watching the frog hop around. It does seem to be getting precariously close to the center fountain.
The what?
Center fountain.
The fountain in the middle.
The thing that knocked Myra back and damaged her.
Hey guys,
Go ahead.
what would happen if you take that frog and put it into a bag of holding?
Yeah. So, off table. It would slowly suffocate, take points of damage, then become too big for the bag of holding, and probably explode the fuck out of it.
Yeah, probably take Void.
Off the table, yeah, for sure.
Because I'm pretty sure it meets the 500-pound minimum. Unless it's surprisingly light.
As it got close to the fountain, did it react? Did the fountain start reacting?
Yeah, it did.
I'll get up and try to rush over to it to block it from doing that.
Okay.
Can we hog tie a frog and not cause it damage? So that we do indeed have the hour, or well, less now.
Is this a pit?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Is it like endless or?
No, you can see the bottom with your dark vision. It's about 15, 20 feet down.
I don't know any of you got rope. Just hog tie it, put it in the corner, hope for the best.
I have plenty of rope.
Have you ever hog tied a frog?
No. I've hogtied people that look like frogs.
I think that's close enough. Why don't you give it a try?
Okay. Are we hogtying it to one of the braziers?
I think that would be for the best. We can do it at the base.
Okay, I'll get to Rune's thing really quick. Rune, the lever activates the thing, and then like moving the lever while the door is moving does not seem to have any effect on it. It just does a half of a rotation. And
Okay.
Stops.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So who's attempting this? Who's attempting to catch this frog?
Well, Lake has the actual ropes. I would say him, and we assist them by trying to,
Corner it.
as hogties goes, corner the pig.
Okay.
Whereas
Nope. He walked in there before I could.
Whoever's doing
deny.
that, go ahead and make an athletics check with advantage to see if you can grapple it.
You got this.
who's doing this?
You.
Fate sensing. Well, not fate sensing. Fate bending.
Woo!
Thank you for the advantage.
Alright, you successfully grab the frog.
Now carefully tie it around its legs.
Bring it over here. This is so.
All
Oh
the
my god.
all the
It
power
is
from the frog comes from the legs. If you
Angrily
neutralize
riveting
that,
from you. Rivet.
you were practicing the frog sounds.
It's my aggressive croaking sound.
I don't know if Lake has ever seen his wife like do any crochet or knitting, or if she even does any of that stuff. But if she did,
You were a soldier. You know how to tie fucking knots.
yeah, around people, and maybe my wife in bed. But
Wow.
There it is.
You've done tiny knots with your shoes, right?
those are boots. They're laces. Anyway, I do my best Boy Scout tying a frog around a brazier.
With rope. Like this,
With
tying up a
rope.
frog leg with
Careful,
rope.
SpongeBob.
rope.
Careful, SpongeBob.
Do I want you to do a check for this? No, I don't.
Okay.
You are able to tie the frog up to the stone pillar using, I don't know, 5, 10, 15, 20 feet of rope.
That's fair.
Oh, okay. So I have a 30-foot bundle.
Yeah, because you're going to leave that behind, brother. Fucking slice that shit up, burn the tip, cauterize the new end, and let's get the fuck maybe out of here.
It's getting real mad. I think it's what color is this frog?
Yeah, Rune, what color is this frog?
What color is the frog, Rune?
Greeny brown.
Lovely
that
tree
looks-
frog.
Looks like a toad more to me. I don't know.
Muddy green.
Myra, I don't know if you've been up in that back passage before, but there's a giant pile of gold.
Oh. Here?
Before you go,
Right? Yeah.
Wolf will tell you, since you'll probably know what you're trying to do, and you weren't here to see me fucking falling into two of them. I was like, be careful if you're going that way. There's traps hidden within all the debris.
Thank you for the heads up. I'm gonna check for traps before I mess with this gold.
Oh, okay. Roll investigation.
Or was it a bear trap and a fucking pitfall trap in total?
Well, I don't know.
fell in?
Yes.
Yeah. You had a spring trap, bear trap. Pile of gold does not appear to be trapped.
I'm just gonna go for it then. know, Wolf. I think it's safe right here.
Okay, there's a lot of gold here. Like, looks like over 1,000 gold pieces.
I'm gonna do my best to shove him into my handy haversack.
Okie dokie. What is your capacity of? Doesn't matter. Okay. We'll say you are able to get 1,037 gold pieces into your
Woohoo!
haversack, which is like 20 pounds, I think.
No, I know it's for you to save time, Epic, but I think it's impressive that Myra was able to at a glance tell there was about 1,000 gold.
Money, money, money.
Mechanics.
I know, but it's still funny. Like it's not a throw at you or anything. Okay.
It was 1,037, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Make my way in with my booming, totally not loud dwarf voice. I yell to the corridor in front of us to the exit and go, "Any luck? Any luck? Any luck? Any luck? Any luck?"
Rune's like halfway down the hall, like coming back towards you guys. She goes, "Yeah, got the door open."
I don't know, guys. I didn't hear anything. She didn't echo.
I mean, anything.
I'll head that way.
Okay.
As Lake kind of goes through the door, but before he does, he looks back at this chamber, kind of grips his fists a bit, and then he's gonna maybe just meditate or focus on prayer, asking for as much protection as can be given to this place as possible. And then turn.
Okay. You all make it to the end of the passageway where the stone door is, passing the hallway where all those carvings of people were. And
I pull the lever, make the thing go.
Rune pulls the lever, and the big stone door rotates on its central axis. Rune, you've seen this twice now. The rest of you've seen it once. You know that there is a limited amount of time for you to get through to the other side.
As soon as it opens enough for me to get through, I'll jump through and turn into a giant owl again.
Okie dokie.
And then
Rune is an owl.
I will hold out my claw for someone to get in it. Anyone.
Don't remember who held me. Was it you?
Well, I polymorphed Wolf last time, but I can't do that this time.
Not it.
I said get Ray since he's a bit exhausted.
I will take Ray. across to the other side.
Okay. Ray is safely on the other side.
And then I fly back across. And is the door still open? Did anybody go through?
I went through. I'm sitting at the bottom of the bowl, just spinning in circles.
I'll go pick you up then. I'll like ferry people from the bottom of the bowl to the door. That's the exit door.
Everybody else is jumping down.
Yeah.
Me.
I'm going to need everybody who jumped into the bowl to make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Oh yeah, there's traps down here. I hit everybody on the way down. Never mind, I rolled high.
11.
You break every bone on the way down.
Back to my notes, back to my notes, back to my notes. Okie dokie. All of you except for Myra are able to avoid the stars at the bottom, but Myra unfortunately takes 28 points of radiant damage as a star
I'm unconscious again.
bursts forth in light
It's
and
like,
sears through her body.
Alright. So seeing that Lake and Whiff are fine at the bottom, but Myra's unconscious, I'll get Myra next.
Okie dokie.
And I'll take Myra up to Ray. And then place her next to Ray and go back for the others.
Okay. And Myra is unconscious.
I will healing word Myra.
Righty. Myra is back to consciousness.
Thank you, Ray.
And then I'll get Derek and Wolf.
Okay. You are all safe on the other side. And I must consult my map. Okay. Yep. Staring down this corridor, going in this direction that goes uphill.
I do have a
It's a
question.
fairly decent walk up into that T-junction that you found before, and then a bit further back to the first statue of Melora that you encountered here.
During when I was flying people to the top, did it seem like the door stopped rotating?
Yeah, it did. It does.
Okay.
It does a half turn and then stops.
Oh,
Yeah,
gotcha.
it probably goes
Okay.
back to the default position that it was when he initially came in.
Gotcha. Okay. And, do we, know if those spiders are still in that hallway up there?
You know, we take care of most of them, or if not all of them.
I mean, we have to go through there anyway. It's one way to find out.
Also true. We can send the meteor people ahead, but that still doesn't guarantee the safety of everybody.
Well, let's stay close, at least, to each other.
I'm gonna look as juicy as I can for these crabs.
You've got
Poppy crabs.
arachnophobia mode on? Now they're crabs?
No, it's just the XSS crab.
Okay, so you all march up this corridor, noting that other passage off to the other side.
Does my stone wall that I built still look intact?
Oh, I hadn't gotten there yet, but if
Oh,
you
okay.
want to, go back out the way you came in, past the statue of Melora, through the other corridor, to where the portal is/was.
Mm-hmm.
The stone wall is still there, yeah.
Okie doke.
Does not appear to be disturbed.
Okay.
Hey, I'm sorry, I just found a robe in my inventory. I could have done it.
You can give that to him later, or use that later.
Nah.
If we ever need a rope.
And you continue on your way out? Is that what y'all are doing? Just
Yeah,
bugging
seems
out?
like it. Bugging out like a bunch of crawlies.
Hey, I didn't fix that.
Oh my god, we're here again!
You emerge through the tangled thorns that were covering the stairs down into this place next to the 4 large remnants of statues on either side. Into the pinkish glow of the early evening.
And it took us like half a day just to get here, right? And that was with a boat too, right?
I think we had to cross the island to get to this particular place. I don't remember how long crossing the island took.
I think it took about half a day. This is the
Okay.
same day that you left.
And we've been
Chance's
here
hut.
2 hours, approximately.
So it's fucking nighttime right now.
About to be. It's pinkish.
Ray, are you able to do the dome today?
Yeah, I can do that.
Maybe we should get a little bit away from the entrance, just in case.
Not to be that guy, but if that being breaks out in however long, much longer, probably have a half hour, and it starts wrecking through the place, I don't think it'll matter how far we are from the entrance.
Ray, after you built, I'm not familiar with the dome. After you make the dome, is there a way that we can camouflage the outside?
Not really. I can kind of like change the color, but that's really it.
Hmm.
Dome is opaque from the outside of any color you choose. Transparent from the inside. With a good enough hiding space, maybe.
Can I look for an area that might suit that kind of purpose?
Sure. Roll perception or investigation. Your choice. Yeah, there are stands of trees around, and there's also rocky outcroppings that have little nooks and crannies that you could fit in.
We
Set
could
up
tuck
camp.
ourselves into one of those and put the
Yeah, yeah.
dome up? Okay.
Mhm.
I will point out that location to Ray.
To that location.
You're there.
Yay! A rocky outcropping.
Ray limped his way there for flavor. There you go.
Yeah, you did. I gotta give you scars too.
Did that thing crit?
I mean, he went down multiple times to it.
Oh.
I'd say you got some pretty nasty bite marks across your torso, right?
Or yeah, he was also technically grappled in the mouth for a bit.
What kind of armor do you have? You have plate. Scratch that.
Hey, you had
mithril plate.
You got some you got some pretty bad bruising, we'll say, but no permanent marks.
Full purple. Some red still in it. We just have to hold out for 11 minutes, right?
Give or take. I think I still have concentration up, right?
Coming up on the end of it.
I can feel it waning. So it would be best if we were
do the thing that totally works. Before. Epic. I'm gonna put my whole ear on the ground and use a disadvantage perception roll to see if I start hearing rumbling sounds. They're not my tummy.
Is this a class feature that you're referencing?
No, I'm just fucking seeing if I see like a shift of something.
No, that's great. A mountain dwarf. I like it. Are you basically waiting until Rune's concentration is
once she announces that she's lost the spell, essentially see if before the dome is done, if I notice something out of the usual that we've noticed throughout the half day we've traveled.
Yeah, just go ahead and make a perception check. No disadvantage, which is necessary for this.
Wow, I rolled well. I wanted to roll poorly, actually.
Nice. So it's very hard to do. But you do not hear any rumblings in the earth.
Wolf will mutter to himself and go, I still don't feel anything out of the ordinary, so we may have more time than we thought.
Well, all I know is we need to rest.
I'll start casting the dome as well if I didn't say that, sorry. I would have done that.
Yeah, I gotcha. We'll say the dome. You finish casting. It's fine. It's all good. It's up. That's what I meant to say. Tucked into a little alcove in the rocks, basically protected from three sides and a little bit above.
And I'll like match the color and stuff.
Make it look as much like rock as possible. Yeah, it's good. I mean, it's already fairly dark back in that alcove too.
Yeah, since I'm a wee bit exhausted too, I'm just gonna sit down, try to catch my breath. In the meantime, examine this dagger.
Oh, right on. Your dagger from Atari, right?
Yeah.
Cool. So over the course of an hour or so, and yeah, you guys are just setting up for. Oops, that's not where I wanted to go. Setting up for a long rest. So if anybody else wants to do anything or have any conversations or whatever, then feel free to think about that for a moment while I look this up. This dagger, Myra, has a name. It is called Hush. And if I can do this. Why did it do that?
Were you trying to link the actual weapon, I imagine?
There we go. You have a +2 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with this magic weapon. The dagger has 1 charge and regains this charge when you finish a long rest. While attuned to the dagger, you can speak its command word and expend a charge to activate its powers for 1 minute. When activated in this way, the next creature hit by the dagger with a melee attack, while its wielder is hidden, will be unaware they have been struck, nor will they feel the wound. If a creature can bleed, it takes an additional 1d6 piercing damage at the end of each of its turns until it uses an action to tend to the wound. Nothing prevents the target or others around it from noticing the wound via other senses, such as sight, the sight of blood pouring from it. And at the start of each of the affected creature's turns, it can make a perception check. On a success, it notices the wound and can use its action to staunch the bleeding, ending the effect. On a hit, the dagger emits a 5-foot sphere of silence, as in the silence spell centered on the dagger. The silence moves with the dagger and lasts for 1 minute, or until dispelled.
Holy
I love
fucking
it.
shit, that thing's amazing.
So creatures that cannot bleed. What else other than a construct then?
Anything undead?
Probably like elementals and stuff. So there you go.
That
It's in
dagger's
your
so
inventory too.
Yay. Maya's jaw is gonna drop like, he gave this to me. And then I'm gonna start. Oh, wait, it takes what? How long does it take again to attune?
cool. Short
An
rest.
An hour. I'm gonna attune to it.
And what are you unattuning?
Well, probably my bead since it's just a pearl now.
Okey-dokey.
It's literally called Hush. That's so cool. Oh, it's so cool. Hey, Derek, Ray, are you feeling up to talking? I kinda need some advice.
Lake looks at you affirmatively.
How about Ray?
Ray might be actually sleeping, depending on how fast you asked. He probably decided to go on a long rest as soon as the dome was up and everything was like okay.
I would have asked as soon as the dome was up. Like,
Okay, yeah. So he's
probably
up.
before Myra started attuning to her dagger or looking at it or whatever.
He's up.
I'm honestly a bit in shock and don't quite know what to make of everything that happened in there. Not about that creature, but Melora? Uh, you're both men of great faith, and, well, I've never been a person of faith. And, frankly, not many of my people are. At least my Skystrandian kin. But she spoke to me? The goddess Melora spoke to me. God, it sounds totally crazy when I say that out loud.
Go ahead.
She gave me a task, but I mean, am I worthy of this sort of attention from a goddess, or was I just the only option?
She spoke to you, right?
Yeah.
She's looking for help. And that's as far as... I don't want to speak for Ray, but that's as far as anybody can really say.
I mean...
I know you said I was a person of great faith, but... it's still something that I wrestle with at times. I'm getting, I think, a little bit better about it recently. Reconnecting with Arathis, and all that, but let me put it this way. The gods, in my experience, reach out. It's up to their followers of whether or not they heed the call.
I mean... that's kind of the issue. I don't really know what to do now. I mean... of course I'll do my best to do everything that's been asked of me, but I don't know if I know who I am anymore. Am I a follower of the Wild Mother now? How did you begin to follow Arathis or Sahanin, Ray?
Lake looks at Ray, see if he answers first.
Yeah, I mean, she's... in a way, she did kind of choose you, whether or not you were her only choice. It's, I mean, it's life-changing, for sure, I guess, in a way. Deciding whether you want to do, I guess, whatever she asked of you. What did she ask of you, by the way?
I was gonna... well, essentially, I need to get the heart of Melora back together. The pieces that we were told about. I need to gather them, and she helped me with knowing where they are. Kind of. One of them is where it should be, which I do know that location. So that's good. But we do need to go there at some point. And she felt that I had one of them, which is true. And she said that one of them was being misused, and that the other one was in the hands of a faithful protector. And I have to get these 4 pieces and I think bring them back to where they're supposed to be.
Are they supposed to be back in the cave or somewhere else?
No. She said that not until, something else has happened first. It was really cryptic.
Yeah, they do that.
Lake just nods.
She said... I don't know what any of this means. She said that eternity's
Lake also nods.
fate lies in keys within keys The eyes will findeth the Ola's nexus. The nexus will breaketh the anchors that secure divine power, some of which hath already been weakened. But power doth rest as well within the natural balance to bindeth the God's way forever. Seekest thou the caretaker of Naya Stronhof at the entrance to Ishrogu? I butchered that. And then, seekest thou the nexus, restorest the balance, else cometh true will the Ola's Vatic. That is a difficult word there. That's $20 word. Vaticanation?
Vaticination.
Vaticination, thank you. Of their creation, for their creation. I don't know what any of it means. I don't even know where that place is.
Lake keeps nodding.
And then, after that, she handed me a scroll that was on her little dais, and there was a hidden message on the ceiling. I'm sure you noticed me running around doing stuff while you guys were fighting things, because the scroll was crumbling and I had to get it together before it ended, and that was a whole different message. But I think it all connects to the thing that I was wanting to do, which was to go to the Cave of Seasons. And I'll read you guys the message that I found on the ceiling, which is the one at the bottom of the session notes for session 51.
Yep.
Yeah, thanks, Epic.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, it's kind of overwhelming. I mean, my people know and understand that powerful beings such as the gods exist. We just, I don't know how to explain it, interact with religion or faith. We're taught to leave the incredibly powerful beings, such as the gods, alone, essentially. We prefer to remain as neutral as possible, and faith tends to get in the way of that goal, but I feel like I'm being pulled in a different direction.
Let me ask you something, Rune. And everything, all those words you just said, notwithstanding. By the way, they're all words. I don't know if those were sentences, but those are all words. And this is something that I wrestled with until maybe a week ago. I'm saying a week. You can do magnificent things. Where do you feel the source of your powers are from? When you become an archer, you get it from the stars? Do you get it from, you said, the earth?
Yeah, I mean, the world.
And your people, you all find yourselves being able to manipulate the earth and the elements as so.
Yes.
Have you considered that there could be a power granting this connection with the earth?
Not really. I just thought it happened.
I'll be honest, I can't do it. Not everybody can do it. But also not everybody can, for the lack of a better term, hit things as hard as I can and have a crackle of white well, not right, but a crackle of destructive energy. I can't call on the powers of the moon.
How did you find Arathis?
It's not as grand as Ray or you. I think I referenced this before. Before I lost my faith, I used to be a paladin of Arathis. But it's part of the training to become military.
So it's kind of like taught.
Yeah. Arathis is pretty predominant in the city. She's more or less regarded as the protector, and kind of driving the will forward. So, whether that connection is built or just kind of taught, and we're taught to how to hone those powers, that's anybody's guess. But after I witnessed what I did on Kirkenna and renounced my faith, as you would say, I guess, I still found at least some trace of power that Arathis was granting me. So I guess that's a good a sign as any that even though I was trying to leave her, she never left me.
That's kind of comforting.
And she would come to me in visions, in dreams mostly. And we we more or less talked it out, I guess, if you could call it that. Almost getting smashed by a really large book, I suppose, if you could call it this as a discussion.
Are you talking about that dream?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. What about you, Ray? Was your faith taught?
Ray's like, he's kind of snoring right now, actually. Kind of fell asleep during that.
Excellent. I love that.
And he'll kind of wake up and be like, sorry, what was that, Rune?
It's okay, Ray. You can go back to sleep. I know you're absolutely exhausted.
Sure, yeah. I mean, hey,
I'll
gods
pat-
are, I know, can be a little intimidating, but I mean, you're still your own person. So if you don't feel, if you don't feel comfortable with it, just find your own path.
I was actually just kind of curious how you met Sehanin, and
Oh, yeah.
and I was wondering if it was taught like Derek's faith, or if you found her some other way.
Not really taught, I guess. I mean, in a way. Yeah, I guess in a way it was sort of taught, but it wasn't. I guess it technically wasn't my first choice, but it was the only choice, if that makes sense.
Not really, but I suppose it doesn't need to make sense.
That's faith, right?
guess.
That's faith.
But you should try to make it make sense for yourself. And if you can't resolve that, then why bother listening, right?
I think this has helped. Thank you, guys.
No problem, Rune. I'll just say this, and it's gonna be the same thing I said to Alden back in Aramore, or the ship going to Aramore. Ultimately, what matters is what you feel in your heart of hearts is right. If you feel like Melora is guiding you in the right direction, it's great. If not, if you feel something is off, it could be a question of faith. But if you find the actions that you're taking are turning you into a person that you don't like, that's for you to decide and question. But at the end of the day, the most important thing is you make sure that you do not feel like you are disingenuous with yourself.
Rin just kind of like nods, and she just kind of looks like she's deep in thought.
Who's keeping watch?
Not me.
I can. I got nothing else better to do, and I'm among the healthier of us.
Okay, good night.
Rin sits and thinks for a little bit before she goes to sleep, and she tells Wolf to wake her up to take a shift on watch.
Okay. Is everybody else going to sleep?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Wolf, make a perception check. You are really tired. Preoccupied with the experience you had this afternoon and evening. And your time expires.
I go wake up Lake.
Okay.
As soon as he wakes up, I call him an asshole and go back to bed.
I probably didn't catch Rune telling her to wake her up, right?
I mean, you were probably still awake. I'm assuming you don't instantly fall asleep.
You probably heard then.
Roll for sleep.
I roll over to Rune, poke her on the shoulder.
I get up.
I roll.
What an asshole.
Okay,
I'm
Rune,
exhausted.
Rune, go ahead and roll me a d4, and then a perception check. I know. You hear the soft sounds of a nighttime forest, but nothing catches your attention. Nothing bad, I should say, catches your attention. And the sun begins to rise. The dome dissipates, and you all get the benefit of a long rest.
Yay!
The only person who has any exhaustion left is Ray, and you have 2 points.
How does your long rest work? Do we keep our hit points and do hit dice?
Correct, yes.
Okay.
So record your current hit points.
Do I
before you
recover
take the
my-
long rest.
Do I recover my last HP modifier?
Yes, you do.
Oh my god! It's been so
So-
long!
So yes, if you don't have your full hit points, be sure you note them before you take a long rest, and you can also roll hit dice. So
And we recover half our hit dice, right?
yes.
Okay.
Sorry, so just to be sure, we have to expend hit dice to recover HP?
Yes. Okay. Or potions, or magic, or whatever.
Expend hit dice. That is quite alright.
And then we regain half of our maximum not of used.
Half your maximum, yes. And you can do that before you long rest. So that's sort of the pattern, basically. If you want to expend hit dice, like you can just take a short rest first and then recover them during your long rest.
All right.
Yep.
Could I have, before I long rested, used my last level 1 cure wounds on myself? Or will you not allow that retroactively?
You could have.
Okay.
You definitely could have.
Okay, never mind.
I like how she rolled her hit dice, saw that she didn't get fully healed, now trying to pull that.
Well, I was, yeah, trying to ask.
You have to do it now. Waste that level 1.
I'm not doing it.
Wow.
I'm not missing that much. It's fine.
Also, I believe you had food left over from Ray's previous casting of Create Food and Water. I think that was on the 28th. At least
Yeah.
that's what I have in my notes.
Yeah, that's gone, I think. Oh, yeah.
So you could chow down on that as part of for your sustenance.
Lake's feeling a little, well, not paranoid, but Lake, in the morning before breakfast or whatever, he's going to check the surroundings and look back towards where Lunas Lithalion, where we got out of Lunas Lithalion, and see if there's any signs of demon having broke out onto the surface.
It doesn't. There's 2 things that you notice. The first one is that it looks like in between those, the 2 middle statues at the back, you're able to see what looks like a large cube of stone with what looks like a scale, like the old-timey type with a pan on either side, kind of the balancing.
The justice scales? Like justice scales?
Yes. Yep. They're also made out of stone, but looks like it's part of that cube of stone. Apparently covering the stairway down into Luminous Nathalion. The other thing you notice is a person. This is basically as soon as you step out of the alcove that you were in, around the corner, sitting on the ground, legs crossed, a male, dark skin, looks like short dreadlocks, wearing a breastplate with a shining circular medallion in the middle of it, with robes over the top of it. Just sitting. And I want to take a break right here.
Okay.
Okay.
BRB.
BRB.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Okay, we're all back. So, like, you find yourself face to face with this particular gentleman. And if we could get Ozzy to join the chat.
Wait, for real?
So, Techwit, we look up to see this brute of a man having just woken up, surveying the land.
Oh, hello there.
Hello. Were you here all night?
Kind of arrived a little late.
And like as he kind of begins to shift around, one thing definitely jumps out at you. This man does not appear to have a left hand, but it is rather this bright orange crystal that appears to be somehow attached to his arm.
Am I familiar with the symbology of the scales?
Oh, the scales on the stone?
Mm-hmm.
I think that you would probably recognize it as a symbol of Arathis.
Okay. So I nod towards the big block with the scales on top of it. Did you do that?
No, I did not.
Like kind of smells. Kind of whispers. Thank you. Then he says to you, what brings you here?
kind of was kind of drawn here from a feeling. Then I spotted your resting place and decided to wait.
The rest of you who are awake are able to hear voices.
Sorry. What's your name?
My name is Tekwin. And yours?
Pause for a moment. Like, so, sorry. This is a very remote location for somebody to just be in. Where'd you come from? If you're observing, like he's very much. I mean, he hasn't like drawn a sword or anything, but he's very cautious.
Tekwin, having basically just been meditating, waiting. He's not, there's no like aggression or anything like that. Very calm. And he says to you, I've been around this area for quite some time. I came here from the Fog Ribbon Marshes.
And Tekwin, you see a tiefling around the corner. White hair, purple skin.
Hello there. Mean you no harm.
Hi. Derek? Who's that?
Well, he says his name is Tekwin.
Derek. I thought your name was Lake.
It's confusing.
Wait.
To all of us.
I know. It's a nickname. Are you the Tekwin? Are you Tekwin Parcell?
That is I. Who might you be?
I'm Rune. I think I was looking for you.
Might have something to do with why I was drawn here.
Do you have... This is really abrupt, but... Do you have the swell, Chrysalis?
Would I just hold up my arm? I think I would just hold up my arm.
You see this somewhat gleaming, rough cut, jagged edge crystal on the end of his left arm where the hand should be. And it almost looks like an image of fire that just kind of drips from it occasionally. And then just, dissipates as it falls.
Okay. she did say it was in the hands of a faithful protector. I guess she meant is the hand of a faithful protector.
I can't remember. Was I there? Was Lake there for the story where, or the rumor where somebody's going around, making plants grow, something
Kneeling
like
on
that?
the ground. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
you were.
Yeah, that was from a
The
salesperson.
Dragonborn
in-
salesperson.
Yeah,
Tiara
East Coast.
Huffiola.
That's some good notes.
I got it.
Also, yeah, it was also Dylan, who recounted the tale as well, and showed you that little carving, that wood carving of a wreath and a crypt staff that he said he'd gotten from Tequin. And also Char told you about the horse that seemed to appear out of
Right.
nowhere next to this gentleman.
So, if memory serves me right, stories that we've heard about you, Tequin. You're a paladin, then.
Follower of the great Pelor.
Pelor, you said?
Yep.
Lake eases up just a little bit.
You know, the name Lake sounds kind of familiar. A fellow I met about a year ago by the name of Swanson.
Would you know my... Hey, anyway. Yeah?
He mentioned your name once or twice.
Yeah. Good man. Very well. Hope he spoke at least neutral things about me. So you were drawn here and you came here. And now it's sealed. Were you drawn here because of something you felt was wrong? Or something you felt was right?
It was some sort of a feeling I can't explain. It was just a draw.
I would say that it's similar to the feeling you felt that drew you to where you acquired the crystal.
Hold up my arm and explain that it's a similar feeling to when I found this.
Where did you find that?
Well, it was a long time ago, but it was right around this area.
It wasn't actually.
Oh, I thought it was.
Southeast of Starsguard.
Really?
That's where you dove down into the ground.
The narrow shaft. Okay. Southeast of Starsguard. Spent over a day traveling underground, sleeping underground. I came out into a cavern that was divided into multiple quadrants. There was a central area. It seemed as someone had built this whole place. I believe each quadrant represented a season. I wasn't able to make my way into any of them, but went to the center of the room and came across this.
That was the only one there?
No. One of the crystals was dark, brownish, almost black. There was one that was green, very vivid. It was stuck there. And there was this one, and had an overwhelming draw to it, much that had drawn me down there in the first place. So I took it, made my way back out, and over the next year or so, just tried to understand why I was brought to it.
Rune goes into her bag and pulls out the chrysalis that she has, and I forget the color of it. Is it dark and purple?
Dark brown.
Dark brown.
Black.
Dark brown and black.
Tekman, you recognize this and are repulsed by it.
Yeah, you notice Tekman flinch back a little bit when you showed it.
Sorry. I'll put it back away. I've been tasked with bringing these back together. And I think that includes the one that's on your arm. You're a paladin of Pelor?
I am.
Do you know much about the Arc of Cycles?
Tekman, you are familiar with the Arc of Cycles.
I am familiar with the Arc of Cycles, yes.
Just kind of it's kind of baseline knowledge, like you know that that it was brought to Starsguard 50 some odd years ago by then Queen, or the person who became Queen, Bastia Pachi, and that it's a symbol of the ruling family of Starsguard.
I mean, there has to be a reason he was drawn here, right, Lake? I almost called you Derek again.
Yeah. Wolf appears so that he can return the thing that he took.
Kay, your microphone was lighting up, but I couldn't hear you.
Yeah, for some reason, I bumped my mic and I muted it, but
Oh.
I said that you just put the two names together. Because you said lyric.
Yeah.
Anyway, go ahead.
Tekwin squints at Wolf. I've done a lot of good with this over the years. Don't assume you can judge me.
Oh, I'm not judging you. I just think it's about time you return it. You can do good without it. You don't need a magic apparatus to do it.
Well, Melora did say not to leave them here. They need to go back. What exactly does it do for your arm? Sorry if that's insensitive.
What does it do for my arm? Is that what you said?
Mhm.
Well, it doesn't do anything for my arm.
It looks like it replaced it.
Just say if you need help, Ozzy. I'm here for you.
Yeah, I'm searching.
If you want to tell them what it does,
Would I?
well,
I
that's
feel
up
like-
to you. But if you want to, I can go ahead and say it.
I feel like Tekwin would try to explain what it does, considering that they want to take it.
Okay. So you guys know from the stories of him touching the ground and seeing plant life, or the people who witnessed kind of plant life grow up really quickly around him. That's essentially what it does. He's able to do that. It doesn't come without a cost. But he's basically able to produce plant life, including food-producing plant life, with that crystal.
What kind of cost? What has it cost you?
It drains me anytime I use it. Nothing that can't be replenished, but it's taxing. I travel around and try to help people when I can. People that don't have access to plenty. People that are lacking resources.
I think that's admirable.
How'd you get here?
Well, it was about a year ago. I was with your friend, Old Man Swanson. We were investigating a blight that was in the Mordfen. Kind of just been trying to figure out why it blocks this. And he shows you his arm again. It blocks me from helping. We haven't been able to figure out why. So I've kind of just been wandering around, trying to find answers. And then I was felt drawn here for some reason. I took a boat.
Yeah, was I aware of the blight and the Moat-Fen?
Yeah. Swanson kind of alerted to you, alerted you to it.
It sounds familiar, but I feel like I don't know the whole details on it.
Yeah, he kind of warned you about strange creatures, like twig-like creatures coming to life in the forest when you met him with that traveling wine merchant and the
Oh,
rock
right.
troll.
Right. The Abin merchant. What do you intend to do next? Because there's about, however many feet down, I'll say maybe 2 stories down at least, there's a pretty big demon down there.
How would I react to hearing that there's a demon?
However you want.
And then that big block behind you, well, I asked my God for help, and I'm concluding that she granted help in whatever way she could by not allowing that demon to escape. But and the hope is that it'll hold to protect this place. But who knows if it's going to find some other way out. But I do think we may want to alert the Maloran Font and maybe others that there's a big demon down there. Like, really big.
Would you happen to know the location of Nyasjornhof? I'm trying.
Tekwen, if you want to make a history check.
Epic, pronounce the other one.
What other one?
You added his vowel since.
Here, I'll type it out.
It's hard.
Yeah. Yes. Here. Yeah. East. Bowl. Tech, when you've heard of this place, it's far to the north. This Nyasjornhof is far to the north. The 15 you gather, or you recall that it's a ruin of some sort that had either some sort of mystical properties or some kind of connection to the gods or something along those lines. But beyond that, it's past you.
It's just far to the north.
Yeah, like you'd have an idea. It's like, so knowing where Harvinder is, it's north of there somewhere.
Okay.
Is it still on the mainland? Huh?
Yeah.
Okay. I've never been there, though. Obviously, that's way further north than I've gone, right?
Yes, it is.
I've heard of it. I've heard of the ruins, but I've never been up there. Why do you ask?
It's just a place that I've been told to go to seek out.
The Ishishvira Isvogu? Did you ask about that place too?
Yeah, I think they're the same place.
Once a person, technically.
The
Not
caretaker of Naya Stjornhof at the entrance to Isheshvira. I'm
just say double I.
Devil Eye.
Double
Okay.
I.
I'm trying. I'll get it one of these days. I'm too American for this, Epic.
I'm trying to remember what language this is.
Druidic?
No, it's not Druidic. Does anyone know Celestial, though?
Does anyone what?
No, Celestial.
Oh.
It doesn't look like it. No.
I do, however, know my comprehend languages spell.
Understand the literal meaning of any spoken language that you hear. You also understand any written language that you see. Would this work? If you yourself spoke the words, would you be able to understand what you were saying?
Good question.
If you would like to cast that spell, I will give that to you.
Yes.
It translates to the Ice Anvil's Cradle.
Both of those things, or?
No, just the double I one.
Okay. And Naya Stronghof, does that... Hroff. I said that wrong. Does that translate to something?
It does. I'm gonna have to look it up.
While they're chatting, Lake would probably go get the other two.
Found it. Okay. Do. Woof will slam his fist on an open palm and go, "Oh, the pronunciation's all wrong. That's the Ice Anvil's Cradle." He looks at everybody perplexed probably and go, "Oh, right, none of you are Dwarven. So the Ice Anvil's Cradle is a supposed anvil that was created by more than the Dwarven god himself, forged out of ice. And then it's rumored that the materials that were used to create the forge were set to bend and warp the elements together. It's most likely, and this is a uneducated guess, it's probably where those chrysalises were made. And that would be the significance of this place.
I see. Celestial Observatory. Oh, that's so cool.
Sorry, Epic, but this was long ago. And
Yeah. Everything in this game is long ago.
November 30th, 2023.
Goddamn, a whole year ago? You've been there, Wolf?
Heavens no, it's a sacred place. I've only heard about tales and stories. But given our current circumstances, I don't think there are anything rumors about it.
I mean, it seems to me that Tekwin was lured or brought to the place where they need to go back to by his god, maybe, and has kept it safe. I think that might have been the purpose of Tekwin taking Chrysalis. But I think now it needs to go back. But the biggest obstacle with all of these going back is the royal family of Starsguard has the Arc of Cycles, and that's what ties everything together in there. And that's what I assume would restore balance to the land. Because the elemental powers are waning. And I believe that's due to these being misplaced.
Misused, probably.
Well, one of them, yes. The stasis chrysalis is being misused, apparently.
I mean, here's the thing. Just because it's in the hands of a faithful protector doesn't mean it's being misused. It's still making the elements go into haywire and unbalanced.
Technically, the one that Tekwin here has is the Swell Chrysalis. And it's the Stasis Chrysalis, which is being misused.
You're missing my point, Rune. Overuse of the crystals is what's most likely making the lands become unstable.
Oh. Maybe.
If you overflow a glass, it doesn't matter if it's water or oil. It becomes bad if it overflows.
That's true.
Whichever the case, you were tasked to getting the chrysalises back, and the one lead is north. That much is clear.
We also have to go back to Starsguard. Tekwin You hear?
Yes. Listening.
Okay. Where do you plan to go next? I mean, would you... I don't presume to know what you plan to do, but would you be willing to part with the crystal?
Well, it's a part of me at the moment. If you would have me, I would be willing to tag along. I'm not against solving issues, especially if these are causing issues. I will tell you, this has been part of my arm for nearly a decade, so
Oh.
it's also drawn me closer to Pelor over the years as well.
Well, I mean, it's not up to me alone. We would have to all talk about if you could come with us. I don't even know where we're going next.
You mentioned Starguard. What business do we have to return there immediately?
I thought we had something.
We'll say wherever the crystal goes, I go.
It's me, Rio, as a player that's been lost since fucking joining. But my understanding for us going to Starsguard was to get information as to what was happening. And
Yeah,
now
the
we have a
devils
proper
and shit.
lead. Because we can't stop what's happening until we fix the balance of the elements and bullshit seasons. Oracle seasons. In stores 20, 30 years ago. You know, I could be misremembering things too, so.
Do I get a sense of the fact that the lead to the north, the location to the north, was that a hint? Does Rune kind of think that might be a hint as to where the stasis crystal might be, or is that something completely unrelated and related to this Ola's Nexus thing, which is something completely different?
I don't think it's unrelated. I think it has to do with the grander picture at the end of it.
I don't think I quite understand your question, Ellie.
Does Rune think that the Ola's Nexus and the Stasis is a hint? The Ola's Nexus. Okay. The thing that Melora said about the Ola's Nexus, does she think that was a hint as to where to go next, as far as to collect the Stasis Chrysalis? Or does she think it's unrelated to the chrysalis itself and just something else mentioned?
Make an intelligence check.
Okay. That was almost really bad.
It was almost really good.
It was almost a 1.
So the first part of the revelation said that eternity's fate lies in keys within keys. It says the eyes will find the Ola's Nexus.
Mm-hmm.
So this talk about what you now know to be a place in the north, which corresponds to cold, which would logically correspond to the stasis chrysalis. You would be able to intuit that these are interconnected pieces of a puzzle.
Okay. So, I do think we have to go north then.
Just one other thing, Rune. When you asked Melora whether or not you should leave the chrysalis you have there in the celestial vault, she answered no. And I'm trying to find this in the notes. Because did I write this in the notes? She answered something to the effect that you shouldn't leave it there until the task that had been appointed to her was no longer necessary.
Yeah, which I don't know what that task that was appointed to her is.
To prevent the one who seeks to see from rising again.
Okay.
And that's basically, I think, the point at which she gave you that the whole revelation thing.
Is everybody else awake?
In game or IRL?
But didn't you say we all got like a long rest and we approached or something, or?
Yeah, that you would have heard voices, and then Lake came to see if you and Myra were awake.
I mean, how long? I don't even realize what the timeline is. We had a long rest. Everybody had a long rest, so it's been like 8 hours at least, right?
Yeah.
So I'd imagine all of us were there. I don't know, because the dome would have went down, and I probably wouldn't have re-upped it.
Yeah, Lake went out to kind of look around and see if everything was cool, and started having this conversation. At which point you would have heard voices.
I'll just go wherever Myra went. I'm assuming we're all together, but if not, I'm with Myra.
Okay.
Then we are not together.
Where's Myra?
Myra would have been where the dome was.
Okay.
It was just me and Ice. I probably would have.
So I would have just re-upped the dome.
Ray.
More domage. So I suppose then, in that case, Lake, you would have come back to see a dome again.
We could go inside.
You wouldn't be able to go inside.
Oh, I wouldn't be able to go inside, yeah.
When a dome is a rock and don't come a knock, I'm just kidding.
Ray, Myra.
What's
what
up,
happens?
Derek? Sorry, Lake.
There's this do you remember that story that we heard about some guy that was able to summon a horse and also touch the floor and grow some plants?
Was that naked dude?
Sure, that's an interesting detail that you particularly remember.
I mean, if he's naked, he's
Ah,
probably just
he was
spreading his
naked,
feet
but
around. So,
yeah, he was. Come on.
like, his thing is just like flopping around in the wind easily. Spread his seed, gross stuff. That's how it works, right?
In a world full of clothed and armored people, one naked dude stands out.
That's oddly.
Different people. I just realized.
That's
You're
oddly.
talking about
Well,
the naked man at open mic night. I'm
so
confused. I'm confused now.
I don't know.
I need more alcohol in my system, clearly. I'll
Ray,
get
are
it
you?
if I drink enough wine glasses.
Okay, anyways, so you met a guy. What's going on? Everything okay? I'm assuming
Yeah.
he's not dangerous.
Rune and Wolf are talking with him right now. He matches that description. I mean, he's missing an arm, and in his place is it's a little bit weird. It's a crystal of sorts, and it seems like it matches the description of the swell chrysalis. He seems like he's not harmful. It doesn't seem like he says he's a follower of Pelor.
Right. So we making moves. We should me and Myra meet y'all over there?
I was coming over to get you guys. I wanted to feel him out before kind of revealing the rest of us, but he seems okay, at least by my gauge.
All right.
And also, the stairs leading down into Luna's Nathalian proper is now blocked off.
Oh, that's kind of lucky.
Yeah, I think Arathis might have done me or us a favor.
Okay. Well, Myra, you ready to go, or you wanna hang around for a little bit until we know we're ready to go?
Did you let me in the dome?
I could. Then I'd have to drop it.
Oh, that's fair. I was just talking to a wall. That's great. It's like that. That's like that other guy.
Yeah.
Don't worry, it's just because they're naked in there.
Spoilers.
He does have a dagger that emits 5 meters of silence, so.
Yeah, she's just in there stabbing you.
It's called
You don't even-
pegging, okay?
It's only good for a minute, so you better be quick.
You don't even know that you're fucking getting slashed at, Ray.
You didn't know you got pegged.
Sorry, Ray.
Not the first time.
Yeah, so I guess whenever you guys are here to go.
All right,
Go
I'll
where
drop the dome.
What was that, Myra?
Go where exactly? Are we just going to go talk to another person? Like,
It's a good question. I don't know what those three are discussing right now, but at least I'm of the opinion that we, even though it's sealed, we don't know how long it'll take for that demon to break out of another site over here, or maybe somehow call more of its ugly fucking friends.
I mean, with one more person, we might be able to actually take it on. Plus, we won't be surprised. I don't know. Up to you guys.
One of us
Uh,
wouldn't be doing a puzzle.
Sure.
I don't. I'm not comfortable with just walking away from it.
We should discuss that as a group, I suppose.
What did the guy want, by the way?
I don't know. He said he was just drawn here. Similar to how he apparently was drawn to that thing on his hand.
A thing on his hand?
Yeah, the crystal that I was referencing.
So he was drawn to a thing and it ended up with a crystal on his hand, is that what you're saying?
You can't see, but Lake shrugs.
Hello? Hello?
Wait, you can. It's a
Yeah.
one-way.
They can
We
see
can
you,
see
yeah.
you
Yeah.
can't see us.
I dropped the
Yeah.
dome anyways.
No, my protection circle.
You had a protection circle?
The dome.
Oh. I mean, if you didn't want me to drop the dome, I would have kept it. I said I dropped the dome, though, so it's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah, Lake shrugs.
So yeah, so he got drawn to a crystal. The crystal attached to his arm. Doesn't seem smart. Seems kind of dangerous. And then he's gonna go follow like his instincts again. Doesn't seem too smart. Is that gonna just lead him to another type of danger? What is it? I've got a crystal leg now.
Lake shrugs again.
I don't know. To be honest, Eric, I'm not too thrilled about this whole stuff that's going on. Fucking hell! We went into like a dome, like a giant bowl, and I went like each time I fucking went in it, bam, I get the life taken out of me. Twice.
Yeah, I don't know. This all seems a little bit. I mean, none of this makes sense, right?
I don't know. I just doesn't settle well with me right now.
Well, I guess, should we go say hi to our new friend then? And figure out what the fuck we're doing next?
Yeah, that's why I came to get you guys. Or you two.
I will follow you, Ray.
To the naked dude.
Now, the trick question is Naked Dude gonna be a shower or a grower?
Going all the way back to Starsguard? That's weird.
Doug, what you see now an additional 2 people return with Lake Derek. Another tiefling and a tall, pale blue skinned being.
Hi, you must be the, Yep, that's the crystal. You said it was on his hand, not... Is his hand?
I said it replaced his hand.
I don't think you emphasized that enough.
I don't think you listened enough.
Anyways, I'm Ray. Nice to meet you. Sorry, what was your name?
Tequin.
Tequin.
And yes, my left hand is a crystal.
Probably won't get used to it, but that's okay. So, what's the plan?
that was what I wanted to discuss with you guys. It seems like we might need to go north. And Tekwin has asked to tag along.
It seems a bit. When you mentioned north, like gets. Yeah, no, he gets a little bit exasperated. Sorry, north?
Yes.
What's north?
Some place called Ice Anvil's Cradle and a Celestial Observatory. That Melora had instructed me to go to find the stasis chrysalis.
Isn't that the one that's being misused?
Yes.
And what about what's going on over here and maybe 2 stories down?
I don't know.
Let's be honest, if you were a digging creature with 12 hours of time, do you think you would stay down there?
No. And as much help as Arathis is, he nods over to the stone fixture. As Arethis's favor or gift was, again, there's no, like Wolf is mentioning, it's not likely to just stay around, and there's also the chance that it's somehow got more of its ugly fucking friends to come through.
Plus, at the end of it, it's not going to get fixed. This just means bigger, uglier creepies will keep crawling out every so often until one comes out that nobody can handle, even if we stop everything that comes through. So as far-sighted and far-fetched that it can be, we have a lead. And we have a place to go. For as much as I want to cut off that guy's hand, he's better with 2.
Is there anybody? Go. Shit. Ray, you saw the mistresses, right? Briefly?
The what?
The mistresses of Melora?
He was not here for that session, but yes, he did. I was controlling him during that part.
Alright. There were two of the 3 mistresses of Melora were alive. One was being carried by... He was being carried by the bodyguard, right?
Yo.
And wait, we were all there outside interacting with them anyway, right?
Yep. Yeah, after we initially rescued them, we talked for like 10 minutes, and then they headed back, and we went back in.
Yep. Yeah, you're right.
Don't remember their names. Gotta see my notes. I think I wrote them.
I just have to fucking point out, I hate the new spell list. More than I've ever hated anything ever before. There's 2 copies of everything.
Anyway, I didn't, but Ray, could you send the message to one of the mistresses and let them know that, because they were looking for the celestial vault, and we can confirm that it exists, but there is a very large, there's a very large and unfriendly demon down there.
Send the message now.
I mean, if we're not going back.
Okay. I will cast sending.
Okie
And I will say exactly what you just to one of the mistresses who I definitely met.
You definitely did. Okay. There's
Wait, what are their names?
Well, Galia is one of them. Jinya's the dead one.
Definitely message that one then.
Yep, message that one.
Speak with dead, that one.
Can you do a spell through a spell?
You can get 5 responses that way.
And the other one is named something.
Okay.
Something.
Michaela.
Who was like the leader or whatever?
Galia was doing the most talking.
Okay, yeah, so I'll send a message to her.
Uh-huh.
And I'll what Derek told me. I'll tell her about we found the celestial vault, but there's a demon stuck down there who might get out eventually.
Okay. Yeah, there's a longer than usual pause, waiting for a response. But eventually, you hear,
She was pooped.
it's a lot of information to take in, that the vault exists, but now seems corrupted. How's the weather where you are?
Alright, Jester, you don't have to fill in the words to get reach 25 either.
Oh shit, Derek. Sorry, Lake. Should I have told her where it was? Or does she know? Yeah, I probably should have told her, right? I'll tell her at the end of the night.
I think, right? I think just confirming its existence is enough for them. You know, I wouldn't worry about it.
All right. I mean,
but I think
I'll send it later on. We can. Where the hell are we, anyways, guys?
We're in
Newest Like, what are we?
We're in the middle of the Slivercut Lake. Well, sort of middle.
And now we're going north. Then we got to go back to Starsguard to. I don't know. I mean,
yeah, please answer that question.
Life is okay for now, right? I don't know. There's a lot to do, guys. There's a lot to do.
I mean, there could be a faster way north if we went to Starsguard. I don't know anything about.
How far north are we going?
Land. I think it's pretty far.
Isn't there like a forest north of us? Is it past that forest?
I think so.
Without the map.
Yeah. I mean, I do have a map.
Yeah.
Okay, so how long did it take us to get from Starsguard? Well, we didn't count
About 6 seconds. It took us about 6 seconds.
How long did it take us to traverse from, I assume it was Brunmere, to the edge of the lake here, and then
2 days.
2 days, yeah.
Tekwin, you're familiar enough with Starsguard society to know that Harvinder and Nurthvaten and also Glofheim, these are 3 towns, or 3 cities. One being here, one being here, and the other one being off the map to the west. These are all Druid settlements that kind of all have their kind of the locus of power for all of them is Starsguard. So they're connected to each other. And so this talk about potentially there being a faster way to get up north definitely resonates with you.
It would resonate in the fact that going to Starsguard would be the best bet.
You
So
would definitely
kind
get
of-
the sense that there's probably a faster way to get there than walking, get up north than walking. Yeah. If you went to Starsguard, yes.
So Rune is on the right track. It's saying we should go to Starsguard and search for faster travel.
So that means going back to Brunmere.
I don't think so. I think there's a path that goes from here to Starsguard. And that's where, oh god, what's his name? Oh my god, somebody help me.
Tagi.
If you're talking
Atagi.
about
Yes, thank you.
Atagi, that he came with us through the portal thingy.
Yes,
Yeah.
but he left
Wasn't that
with the
also in
sisters.
Brunmere?
Yes, but he left with the sisters on the path to Starsguard.
Yeah, but we don't know where that is. What we do know is Brunmere.
We can't go back the way we came. I'm pretty sure that person wasn't there anymore after we got teleported.
We can ask. We
Will I have a boat?
We can ask the sisters how they got back.
They
should
still
ask
told
them.
you they were walking.
They're definitely not back either.
They're definitely not back. They're definitely not back.
It's been a half a day. Are you back yet?
What about those Fandango keys that you were using?
We only have one of those left.
Seems like that's the fastest way.
I don't think we should just use it to use it.
Didn't stop you before.
That was when we had 3 of them. And we all agreed on that.
And then let's agree on this one. Seems urgent.
Okay.
Fate of the world. The balance of it all. Or 7 days traveling by foot. Guesstimating. Unless someone wants to share that they've learned a teleport spell.
Yeah, didn't we get teleported from Starsguard to Brunmere? That doesn't mean there was someone who teleports at Brunmere, right? Am I right
That's
in
what-
that?
That's where I was trying to get at.
Okay. Yeah, there was nobody at Brunmere who could teleport us. Was there, Epic?
I don't know.
Yeah,
What was
we don't
Brunmere?
know.
What was Brunmere again?
That
Was
this
tree
the
house place.
Fire, the tree, and the
Technically.
fire.
Yeah, yeah,
Tree
that
house.
one.
Declan
Tree
speaks
house.
up and suggests if we were to travel back to Brunmere, there's a path that is relatively well traveled and lots of farms between Brunmere and Starsguard. It wouldn't be a teleport spell, but that would be our best bet to get back to Starsguard.
All right, I'll do whatever. But so we're gonna leave this thing down there. Just hope it doesn't get out, and I mean, it's probably okay for a little bit, right? Especially if what you said is true.
If that's
Derek.
something,
Sorry, like.
if that's something that greatly concerns you, I could ask.
I don't know.
You could ask.
According to my spell list, I can take the spell divination. I don't know if this is a normal one, or if it's a stupid one from fucking 2024 version.
They're marked as legacy. the
Yeah, if it
ones
says
that you-
if it says legacy, it's
If
the
it-
old version.
But some of them don't say legacy, and they are things
Then
that I
they-
could take.
Then it hasn't
and they're
changed.
unchanged. Yeah,
But there are new spells in here.
that's true. But that's an old one.
Divination is an old one.
Yeah.
Okay. So I could ask then. I can try and commune and see if I can.
I mean, as long as we're on the same page, and how long do you think that thing's probably been trying to dig its way out for a while now? So maybe it'll be holed up for quite a bit. So I'm not like that
Probably.
worried, but trying to get back here and dealing with it later might be a problem, especially if this is the celestial vault.
I could.
That's somewhat significant. I don't know.
Well,
Anyways, how are we gonna get past the stone thing? Can anybody even do anything about that?
Get past the what thing?
This didn't you say Arathis put a stone thing up?
Wake points. Yeah, that thing.
Yeah. How do we get past that? Can anybody do anything about that?
Rune shakes her head.
Oh, walk up to it. Is it just like a stone cube with the scales of justice on top?
Yeah, about 6 feet on the side.
Any inscriptions or anything of the like?
No.
Oh, maybe she's got us covered then.
If you want to take a closer look, you can make me a wisdom religion check.
Sure. And I see what you did there, right?
What?
He said Arathis has got us covered.
Uh-huh.
She covered the. Never mind.
Uh-huh.
13. Wait, wisdom? Religion is intelligence.
I know. I called for a wisdom religion
Oh.
check.
Oh, okay.
So what'd you roll? What was that on the die?
11.
I was an 11, and then rolled a 10. Whatever.
So an 11 plus wisdom, 0. And you're
Are you
not
proficient in history?
religion.
Damn.
Religion. So 11. You get a faint sense of some sort of otherworldly power associated with it, or in surrounding this stone. But that's it.
So, as Derek's checking out the rock, Rune's gonna go sit down on one of these little steps nearby and spend 10 minutes ritual casting divination.
Mm-hmm.
This spell puts you in contact with a god or a god's servants. You can ask one question about a specific goal, event, or activity to occur within 7 days. The DM offers a truthful reply, which would be a star crypto or crypto drawing. Spell doesn't count
Do you have
for
incense?
I do not. Oh, it has a GP cost. Never mind, I can't do that.
And you also need to have the spell prepared.
It is prepared.
Oh.
I took a long rest.
Let's see if character sheet when I refresh.
I think divination was like a fuck ton of incense too, right?
25 gold pieces.
25 gold pieces worth of incense?
I have some incense, but I don't think I have that much worth.
How much is one piece of incense?
Not a lot, trust. It has to be high quality incense, not just any incense.
Yeah, I think I used all my incense. Oh wait, I have 5 sticks of incense. My other possession. I don't know if that counts.
Other possessions, 5 sticks of incense.
Yeah, I don't know if that counts.
Where'd that come from?
I think that came with character creation.
Why the hell not? Delete that from your other possessions. Give it to Rune and she can cast divination.
There we go. Done. Easy.
I get a fucking curse.
I definitely didn't give Cadell 5 sticks of
Trying to
incense
get
for no reason.
fucking incense and
So I'll cast divination. And I will ask Melora or God's servants one specific question. Should we try and deal with this evil creature in the Luinas Nathalion now? That's my question. Should we deal with it now? Let me link the thingy.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at it.
Okay.
going to a puzzle generator real quick to give you a cryptic one.
I don't. I mean, it's up to the DM, but I don't think it answers whether or not the party should do something.
I ask one question about a specific goal, event, or activity. Ooh. I don't know how this works. I've never done it before.
It's specific enough.
I guess in this case would be we go to the cradle as soon as possible.
I mean, it can be a yes or a no. A no would just be like, no, don't deal with it now. And it'd be like, okay.
Nah, that's the shitty one that doesn't even give you half of the answer.
I mean, depending on how much Epic Light says, he could say, yes, please go in there.
He could.
It just kills us.
Nah, but here's what you do. You send a magic 8-ball linked over to Rune, and you make her do that. And whatever comes up, you get to decide if that's okay or not.
The choice is yours, the path to tread. But this is but a place, not where you're led. God, this is awful. What lies beyond is yours to see. Only you can set it free. Okay, there you go. That's what it was.
Alright.
Did you actually?
Did you really generate that?
Yes.
Fantastic.
I'm sorry, repeat what the thing was again?
No.
No, like, not to say like how you read it, but what's the fucking answer?
The answer
Can we get the prompt with that
the
too,
answer
please?
seemed to indicate that the choice was yours, that this was only a place. So
Melora
it seemed to
GPT, yeah,
potentially-
Melora GPT said it's basically up to us.
And this is only a physical place. Maybe devaluing its importance.
Did we get what we wanted from here, guys?
Yes.
Alright, let's get the fuck out of here.
Where are you guys going?
How does Myra look? Like, how does everybody look when...
Oh yeah, by the way, Techwin, this is Myra.
When everybody wants to get the fuck out of here? Does
Nice to
everybody...
meet you.
Is everybody okay with that? Does everybody look like they're okay with that?
I need some direction as to where you guys want to head so I know what to prep for next session. So let's try to do that in the next couple of minutes.
Alright, on the count of 3, everybody name a place.
Brynmere, I guess, so that we can go to the pass. We're gonna take a boat from here all the way to Brynmere.
Wait, isn't Brynmere 2 days away?
Yeah. I mean,
So
I
we're
don't...
going 2 days south to take the path, and the Brynmere path to Starsguard is 7 days away?
It's
Yeah.
hypothetically if we
it's
can
more
get the
like 2 weeks.
teleporter going.
2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Hey, this
I don't think
festival...
it's the scale. Okay.
We're gonna get there right when the festival's starting, guys.
What about scale? What about scale?
I don't think the map is to scale.
So on foot between Brynmere and Starsguard is roughly 2 weeks.
You're correct, though. The math is not to scale.
What do you mean? It's only
He's doing
18,
trigonometry right now.
18 feet away.
How could you do this, Epic? You made a map and didn't make it to scale.
But
Okay,
even
did we
distances between places are consistent.
Guys,
Did we figure out if there's a path from here to Starsguard? Is that the path the whatever Atagi and the mistresses took?
You don't know, but I'll give it to you. They're probably heading south first and then east.
Okay, so yeah, let's go to fucking Brynmere.
Alright.
Okay, and then
Alright.
what?
Thank you for saving me a spell slot for sending. Appreciate it.
It's just logical. Okay, so next session, if you guys are set on going back to Brynmere and back to Starsguard.
Everybody in agreement?
Yes.
Sure, yeah.
Silence is gold. Great, let's go.
We will we'll do a campfire travel to get back to Starsguard. And so that'll happen pretty quickly. So be ready to kind of be there essentially and figure out what you want to do next. In other news, you guys are level 11. So if you would like to roll some hit points, you can do that.
Yay!
Sorry, you chopped out there for me. What was that?
You are level 11. So if you
yeah.
would like to roll hit points, you can roll hit points.
Where the hell are my hit points? There they are.
Hey, I rolled a max.
Ooh!
They changed some things for you. I should have done this earlier because I just realized that. Because Rune, you get access to a very particular spell.
Oh.
That probably aids in this whole discussion.
Well, I would have known that sooner. Ooh.
Get max HP back during the session and roll max HP on your level up. Very nice, Derek.
Max.
Add 4. This is my constitution.
Okay. Where's my spells? Oh, yes, I can pick a new spell. Also, I think I lost a cantrip.
That's interesting.
Yeah, because I used to have Thorn Whip, but now I don't have Thorn Whip anymore.
Yeah, that's true. You did have that. Remember you.
I don't know what happened there. Like, druids maybe got changed or something?
Well, they shouldn't have changed that, but yeah, it's probably associated with whatever fuckery they did with the character sheets.
Ugh. Well-
I don't know if the number of cantrips you know at certain levels changed.
Yeah, I don't know, because Thorn Whip is gone.
I'm not sure if it's gonna help. So in your character preference, if you do have expanded rules turned on.
Let's see. I do have expanded rules turned on. Should I turn that off?
Try turning that off. and keeping legacy on.
You also have 2 guidances.
Yeah, I know. It's really weird.
I wonder if, like... I mean, Circle of Stars isn't part of the 2024 rules, is it?
No?
I wouldn't know.
I've been ignoring it, so I wouldn't know either.
Why does it say that? I didn't change any of this, so... Oh, it does say I have guidance selected. That's super weird. So if I get rid of that and then put it back on Thorn Whip, maybe it'll be okay?
Hey.
Well, we'll find out after these messages.
It's the start of the barbarian that never dies.
Oh my god. Well, that's if you can pass your wisdom checks.
You're gonna die, motherfucker.
I don't know. Is that gonna piss him off more, or is me punching 3 times gonna piss him off more?
Oh, I've read ahead already. I know what you guys can do, and it all pisses me off.
We're gonna get the level 20 and piss you off even more.
It's fine.
Except Ray, I really apologize to you with your class because it's like you get jack shit
What?
until like level 17. Like they really front loaded everything in Twilight Cleric, and there's like nothing until level 17 or something. I think it's 17.
So I don't think the rest of the party knows this, but I have that.
At 3rd level, your soul is marked for endless battle. The spell such as raise dead has soul effect restoring you to life, but not death. Caster doesn't need to show. Oh wow!
But nobody knows that. I don't even know if Derek knows that.
No, but it's pretty cool.
I mean, it hasn't come up, so...
Yeah.
That means you haven't done your job as a barbarian properly. Get in there more.
You die? I've come close to dying.
Hey! I'm gonna take that spell that is going to completely invalidate our entire talk.
You got 6 level spells or whatever?
Uh-huh.
3 strength. Well, you have to sleep again to get it.
No, because I can take a spell once I hit that
You can take a spell, but you need to prepare it.
You can prepare the spell, right? Epic? Am I wrong?
I mean, I'm not going to say that you need to travel for 1 day to get access to a spell that's going to get you back to Starsguard instantly. Like, you could just have it right now.
Okay. Well, I have it then. And I'm gonna suggest... Hey guys! I think I can do something now that I've never been able to do, and it could get us to Starsguard very fast. Like, today.
Next session.
Yeah.
Weird. I
today.
feel like I can punch 3 times in 6 seconds.
Or attempt to grapple and knock prone 3 times in 6
It's fine. You
seconds.
can get. It's fine. It's fine, dude. Just don't give me something that negates teleportation, and you'll be fine.
So is Wolf just over there shadow boxing?
Sure.
Practicing his leg sweep. Not that he needs to practice. I'm curious what Myra is doing.
She's been very quiet.
It's been a bit of a day.
Level she's taking.
Did she do something fun? We'll find out next time.
I'm out. Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Yep.